confidence. When I got Louis roll like hips and take back sip on it. Take a trip on it. When I got you can.
Alright guys, how are you? Scoot back a little. So I'm finally here to do the video that I've been asked about on TikTok. And I've been asked about on here a long time ago before I took my hiatus. And that is a simple base routine. So what I plan to do is show you guys. I feel like when you first start doing makeup, your foundation and your concealer needs to be the first thing that you need to get right. So that's what we're going to do today. I will show you foundation on one side and I'll show you a powder foundation on the other. So just in case you're not into liquid foundations, you're into powder foundations, and I'll give you recommendations. But we're going to do a talk through with this. We're going to talk about it. I will show you the products that I use, and you guys can get an idea how you feel. But before we get started, my name is Tiffany. Welcome to It's Tiffany's Life. And hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for the comments. I've been responding to comments. And we're just going to do what we love doing over here, and that is makeup. I love makeup. I love a lot of things, but makeup is my jam, okay? So enough talking. Let's just get right into this because there's going to be a lot of talking on this one. So I don't have anything on my face. Only thing I did do was my eyebrows, and I put on my lashes, and I already put a little bit of concealer on my eyes. So if you guys want to see how to do just a simple base look and how to bring out that look at night, if you want to do something sexy and it's just something you want to make your foundation pop, even though it's a regular smegular look, how you make it pop, stay tuned. Alright, so if you guys can see, I did not curl my hair. We just simple to the point. So I did do my eyebrows, and that the products that I use for my eyebrows, everything will be placed in the description box down below. But I love the Makeup Revolution eyebrow pencil. I love this one. This is I have it in dark brown. I love this pencil. It's very thin, if you guys can see, and I like it a lot. Okay, the pigmentation is there, everything is there, and that's what I like about it, and it's inexpensive. And also I use LA Pro Girl. This is very inexpensive to shape my brows. I put a little bit at the top. When I do the top, I just put the concealer here, and I stop right here. I don't go all the way down. I just go right here with the concealer, stop, and then of course I line underneath all the way across from the front to the end of my brow. So that is what I did. Now I did use some of this, and I just put a little bit of this concealer, just a little on my finger, and I just pat it in until it was even, and then I just took some foundation powder that we're going to use today. You guys can see it's dirty, it's muggy, because this is the jam, okay? I put some, once the concealer dried a little, I took just a big fluffy brush and I just put some of this powder over top, and that's your look. And here we go, simple eye look, and I will show you how to make your eyes pop and how to make the look pop. So you guys can see we're already done with our eyes. Now you guys say, well, you didn't show that part. Eyebrows take so long, putting on lashes, it takes so long. So only thing you have to do is just take some it doesn't have to be inexpensive concealer. It could be any concealer that you use that's closest to your skin tone. That's why I say something like this is very inexpensive, because they have a large shade range. You have L'Oreal, you have Revlon, you have a lot of them that have concealers that's inexpensive. You don't have to go to Sephora. You can find it at Ulta, and you can get it very inexpensive, and you can just put some of this on your finger, dab it in, make sure it's all blended, and you don't need a little bit, you just need just a tap, put it on your finger and go over it. And then once it dries, take a nice big fluffy brush like this right here, something fluffy, and just go over your, like, take the powder and just go over your eyes with it, and it's just taking away any discoloration, and you're getting just a natural look. So it looks like, oh, her eyes are popping from the lashes, because you want your eyes to pop just from your lashes alone. Now I will show you guys the lashes at the end once I find out where I put those lashes at. I have so much makeup, you guys. It is a shame when I should have had this ready. So forgive me, but I just found it right here. Yes, these are the lashes that I love. And this is Express Lash, Miss Express Lash, and style M190. Again, all of this will be in the description box. So let's talk about your skin. Now when it comes to your skin, I basically use a toner and a moisturizer and a primer. Now that's how I set my face. That's how I want my face to look, because I want this makeup, foundation, liquid and or powder to last all day. So you definitely need to moisturize. Sometimes I put under eye products, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We're not going to do the most over here. We're just going to put on anything that is moisturizing, not too much. You don't need a lot because you're already adding a lot. So I do use this moisturizer, and I'm still, here we go. Okay, so the moisturizer that I use is Infinite Aloe. You get this from Costco. You probably gonna also get this on Amazon. If I find this on Amazon, I'll link it in my Amazon favorites. I do have an Amazon affiliate account, thank God, finally. And there are products in there that I love to use. And I would try to find this and put this in there, so I'm glad I did that. So I take this, I do have a bigger bottle, and they gave like a whole set, and they gave you this travel size, a bigger size, another size. So I just keep transferring it into this bottle because, of course, I'm a flight attendant. If you don't know, I work for a major airline that I love, and I don't like heavy stuff. So I got just a little bit here. We're going to take a little bit of that, and we're just going to go all over our face. Just dot all over your face, okay? And you don't need a lot. Let me turn this down. Okay, so there we go. So then we're going to take some primer. Well, you know what? Let's just rub this in. And before we do the primer, there's another step that I love now. Like, it's another product that I love, and I added it to the process of when I do this makeup. So if you guys can see, you see it's sticky. That's what I like about it. So it's adding extra protection. It's adding extra, it's giving me moisturization, but it's adding extra stickiness for any powder, foundation and or liquid that I use. I love the Fenty Fat Water. This is the Hydrating Milky Toner. Love this. Take that, and we're just going to go over our face. And this too is, it goes on wet, but trust me when I tell you, this gets sticky, okay? And I love that. I didn't know that, and when I got it, I wanted to show this in a haul before I opened it. And I saw somebody say, I love it because it gets sticky, so it's like helping you with your foundation. It's like a light primer. And I'm like, what? Girl, I'm going to get it. So then I take the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Take a little bit of that. Not that much. You don't need a lot. Rub it in my fingers and just go all around. Especially under my eyes, where we're going to put that concealer. Right there in the middle. And this too, see? It's just sticky. That's what we want. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit. Now, normally I'll put this on my face first, and then I, do my eyebrows. I do my my lashes and put the powder on my eyelids. But of course, we've done that already. So we're gonna let this sit a little bit. Let's get our nice, lovely fan that my mom got me, because she just finds everything, and help this dry a little bit faster. Is that two? That's just two. There we go. Yes, that's what we want. Just dry. We want it to be sticky, and we're gonna leave that on. Okay, so if you guys can see, it's still sticky. So that's why I like every product that I use, all the way down from the moisturizer to the toner to the primer, is sticky. That is a lot of insurance and assurance, not insurance, assurance that your makeup will sit and last. So we're gonna do foundation on one side, powder foundation on the other. So the foundation that I want to use on one side is the Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Caring Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade 6N as in Nancy 405. And I will use a black beauty blender. You guys, the black beauty blender, I love them all. I have a lot of them. I always buy them. But y'all, this black beauty blender is a beauty blender. I stand on this on everything. It's something so different about this black beauty blender. I like the pink one. I've had the pink one, the lime ones, the cream one, the beige ones, the smaller one, the mini one, the tiny one, the swirly ones. I've had them all. Okay, nothing. This is durable. It bounce, because of course, let me back up. I do wet this and I sit this on a paper towel because I leave a little bit of water in here because of course I'm doing other things to my face. But once I squeeze out the water, it gets bouncy. I do take a little bit of I do take a towel and I squeeze a little bit more of the excess water that I probably couldn't squeeze with my hands, because of course I do have on nails. And it's still wet and it's still bouncy. See the bounces there. The black beauty blender all day, okay, all day. So before we do the beauty blender, before we start applying the foundation, we're going to use a corrector. Now this corrector here it's stubs, y'all. It's stubs, but the corrector, you know, I got a backup of a back. Anything that's Holy Grail, baby girl, I got a backup. This is the backup. This is the pencil that I'm using, the corrector I'm using. This is by Smashbox. This is not in store. You do have to buy this on Amazon. This is a color correcting stick, and it's called Look Less Tired, and I'm in the shade dark. So I'm going to use this until this sucker is at the bare minimum. Now one thing I want to tell you about this is when you use this, take some clear fingernail polish and polish over this once, let it dry, polish over it again, let it dry. I mean some really good clear fingernail polish, because if you start using this later on, it has writing on it, and that writing is glitter, so you're going to start seeing all this glitter on your face. It's from the pencil. Secondly, when you start taking your sharpener and sharpening this, make sure you don't sharpen it like you sharpen a pencil. Sharpen just the amount that you're going to use, because if you sharpen this is kind of soft and goes on really good. This will this will break off, so then you're wasting your product. So let's start correcting. Now before you start putting on any foundation, powder, anything, start correcting. So my problem areas is under my eye, because there are times that I look tired. So I do have my mirror over here so I can see, and I'm able to put that product on because I've let it sit. And we're going to take away these dark tired eyes. And I love this corrector. I love it. And then sometimes I do have like this discoloration here, and when it gets dark, it lets me know I need to drink water or my kidney is acting up. That's what I'm thinking, because it's only when my kidney acts up, and all of a sudden it goes away when my kidney is better. So that's all the correcting I'm doing. Now you do have, if you have any other spots on your face, you know, do like spot correcting, you can do that. It's up to you. This is how I do my face, and this is a wonderful, wonderful pencil. I also need to add this to my Amazon storefront. Now we're gonna do one side powder, one side foundation. So I do not, under no circumstances, put foundation under my eyes at all. The only thing I put under my eyes is concealer. I don't put the foundation and then add the concealer and then add more stuff, because I already have fine lines and I don't want to overdo my face with too much liquid product. So I leave this like this. I don't touch it at all, okay? So I literally just leave this like this, and I work all the other products around it. The only time that I put on a concealer is when I'm using a powder foundation, so you guys will see in a few seconds. So let me start putting on my concealer. Well, as a matter of fact, let's just do the liquid side first, and then we can work our way over. So you shake this up, and I don't need a lot of this because I'm only doing one side of my face. So we're going to take a little bit here. Oh, we're not doing this today, really? Oh, if this thing broke, I'm going to be pissed. And I will take this back to the store, because it has been 30 days, and this is too expensive for this to be broke. And I keep this in the box, so there's no reason why this should even be broke. It's broke. It's all good. It's not all good. I mean, that's not true. It's not all good. But I got my receipt, so I'll take this back and get another one. That's messed up. This is too expensive to be broke. But anyway, let's put some of this on our face. Again, we don't need a lot. We only do on one side. That's it. Okay. And so whatever's left over, we'll put it there. So we're going to take that beauty blender and we're just going to go on one side of my face and go closer. Okay, one side of my face. Again, I'm going around. I'm not going under my eyes. I'm going around that corrector. So I'm going to go here. Okay, and so whatever's left over is going to take it. If you guys can see, this fits my skin tone perfectly. This is a perfect match. See that? So that's one side. Now, while that's getting placed, we're going to take some concealer and we're going to start concealing, and we're going to let the concealer sit for a minute while we do the other side. Now, the 3 concealers I use, you may say it's a lot, but this black beauty blender takes away a lot of the concealer. Let me rephrase that. It helps minimize the look of cakiness. It doesn't look overly done. It looks natural. So basically, we're going to take these 3 concealers. The one that I love, that's holy grail, that I mix with anything, is the TooFaced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I'm in the shade Butterscotch. This shade is so popular. I mean, you have to damn near look high and low for this shade. So I start out with this first. The reason why I do this one first is because this is too light. Like, I don't like a very bright, hold on one second. I don't like a very bright highlight. I don't want to do the 2 or 3 shades lighter than my skin tone. So I use this for coverage. This has no matte properties. I use this for coverage only. Then I use the One Size. This is the One Size Turn Up the Base Concealer in the shade Dark 3 Golden. I use this to tone down the brightness of that concealer. But I also use it because this is a matte concealer. So it's helping this give me a matte look with my matte foundation. And then I use the Kat Von D. This is her new concealer. I forgot what this is called. I don't know, y'all, but I'm in tan 167. This is not Kat Von D, it's KVD. I'm in the shade 167, and I use this because this has hydrating properties. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side, because with the left side we're doing a powder foundation look. So with the powder foundation look, if you don't want to use liquid, we're going to add on our concealers. You don't have to use 3 concealers, guys. I do, because I use it for 3 different reasons. You don't have to use it. If you want to use it, you get the one that's close to your skin tone, and get one that's like 1 shade lighter than your skin tone for light, slight highlight and just a slight look, and you'll be good. So we're going to let this sit for a little bit, let the concealer look, and we're going to start blending this side out while this sits for a little bit. Okay, so while that's sitting, let's start blending this. So we're going to take the teardrop end of the beauty blender and we're going to start blending this, because once you see how it starts to look matte. That's why I like to turn up the base, because it gives you a matte look, but that Kat Von D gives you a hydrating feel. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry. So now we're going to take some powder. Now this powder, you guys, this is the Pat McGrath Labs Yellow Skin Finish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Again, it's in the shade yellow. This powder is everything for me. So you guys see that look. Even though I have a matte look, it doesn't matter. So I take this side and I go down the side here, so I can get rid of that line. Now we're going to take the other side where there's no foundation, and I mean no concealer. We're just going to take this, some on there, and we're going to go right up under our eyes. Okay. and I just take a little bit more at the top of it to go right up under here where I have fine lines. So while that's marinating, we're going to work on the other side, because we're now going to use a powdered foundation. So let's blend this concealer out. And you can squeeze this. If you guys can see, I'm squeezing it to bring it, to make it look, make it a little bit more thinner to go up under my small lines. So you want to bring this down, and I always bring this down, and if you guys see, I don't leave this line. I will never leave this line. I blend it out, because you guys can see I don't have on any liquid foundation on this side. So we're going to blend this out, blend it, even if you got to blend it down, but you want to blend it until that line is gone. If you guys can see, the line is gone, right? So then we're going to take that powder, y'all, I love this powder, and we're going to go yet again on the side where there's a powder. We're going to go again, and we're going to go right up under here, under our eyes. Of course, every makeup person, we're going to take a little bit at the top and go right up under our eyes where we have fine lines, to make sure it doesn't seep. And then we're going to go on this side. You want to bring it down. Now, before we start any bronzing or anything, let's get with the powder. Now, this powder foundation I really love. This is the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation in 385. I take a really good powder brush. The one that I like to use with this is the Jaclyn Hill. This is her Morphe collaboration. This is the Jaclyn Hill brush. This is in the style JH08. You guys can see it's very dense. Okay, we're going to take this powder here in this brush and watch how this, see, there's a powder on there. Watch how it goes on. Okay, it goes on. Right now, I can do it like that, but me personally, I'm just showing you a powdered look, a brush look. But me, I would use a beauty blender. So I take the beauty blender and I'll go around with the powder, and then I just start putting it on. Okay, you guys can see, you don't see a difference, right? So I'll start putting it on. And so I go here at the top, and we work our way down. Okay, again, you can squeeze this to go around, to bring it. So you go around. I put none of this powder under my eyes. We've already done the setting of our under eye. You don't need to put this under your eyes. So that's what we want. Okay. Okay. So you guys can see I powdered. Now what I do is I do take the side where I had the powder here, and I go around with this again, and I just go right here at the bottom where my concealer was at. See where that look? We're going to go here and just give it a really nice, just blend all together. And there you go. Boom, it's gone. Because anything that you have is gone. Now you guys can't even see the difference, right? This is your powder foundation look. This is your liquid foundation look. Do you see a difference? Right? So now we can go on with the rest of our face. You're going to see, you're going to get the same look. Now you can use Fenty, Estee Lauder, Sephora, Huda, One Size. It's so, which is a Patrick Star. All of those have some really good powder foundations. It's so many. Lancome, so it's multiple ones. L'Oreal, Maybelline, just so many. Okay, now let's go on with the bronzing. Now I've done everything on my face. I'm sorry, let's not go on with the bronzing. I want to set my entire face, right? Because I want this to last. The product you need to use is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. This is in the shade 310. There are other shades. You guys, when I hit this, goes to show you how much I love it. So I take a very nice fluffy brush, see how easy it is, just moves. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. You see it's very small. I don't want it big and oversized. I just want to take this, go in, and this is like a setting powder for me. And I'm just going all over my face. I'm just dipping it in, going down, and you see I'm not going under my eyes. I don't need to go under my eyes. I'm just going around my face. Okay? And what I do is I always take it and go at the bottom. You see I'm avoiding under my eyes like the plague, okay? So now we can do some contouring. The contouring product that I use is Stalk'r Cocoa Naughty number 07 by Fenty Beauty. And I use the Morphe M as in Mary 530 brush. And it looks like this because I've used this already, but it comes in white. But it does, of course, when you use the product, it's going to turn brown. So I take it and I just go right here where my ear is. Right here at the top of your ear is where you contour. You see where my ear is? So you're going to go down like this. And you're just going to do circular motion. It's like doing an O backwards. You go forwards, backwards. Forwards, backwards. Forwards, backwards. You're just doing an O. You see that nice, subtle look. Now if I want to do a little bit more, I take a little bit more here. And I'll start doing the O again. Forward, backwards. Forwards, backwards. And there you go. Simple. You don't want to do the most. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Right here at the top, remember, you want to bring it just like this. So you start here, forward, backward, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. So you're going to look on both sides and make sure they're all even. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Just O's. You can do it like this or you can do it like this. It's up to you. Okay? And that's what we have. So you're looking at both sides, right? So now we're going to take a fluffy brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill brush by Morphe. Their collaboration JH30. I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring. Take some of this and go into the inner corner right here on the top of my brow. Where your eye, see your eye socket? You just go like this. Just bring it. You're going to bring it down. Bring it down like this. And I stop mid-stroke. That's it. To me, you seeing a difference in my eyes. It made it pop. And you just go in. Just like that. That's it. That's all the contouring I'm doing. Nothing over the top. Just something to make my nose look slimmer. So now we're going to add some blush. I'm going to take some blush. This is the Nars. This is a oldie but goldie. This is the Nars Taos brush. I mean blush. This is it. When I say oldie but goldie. Oldie. Take a little bit. And this is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collaboration JH17. I love me some Jaclyn Hill brushes. So you take some here at the top and you just tap it in here and you're just going to go right above that. You see where the do you see the highlight from that foundation? Do you see how my face looks healthy? Not even the foundation. It has to be from this hydrating toner. Do you guys see how my face still looks like I have a highlight on and I haven't put on a highlight yet? Okay. So you're going to go right here up top of that. Right here. Just go here. I'm just going to add a little bit. Just little dots. I don't want to do the most. I just want it to look healthy. Take a little bit here. Now you guys can follow along with me. Okay, and boom. We look healthy. Boom, right? Now we're going to take a highlight. Now guys, I have highlights 4 days. But let me see if I can find another one that maybe is... There are a lot of highlight palettes. You have a lot of drugstore highlight palettes. You have a lot of Ulta highlight palettes. You have a lot of palettes. This palette is from MAC. It's an oldie but goldie highlight. But MAC has some really good highlights are everywhere. This is an older but goldie because I love this. It's very simple. I could do the most with it and it still looks natural. This is the Nutcracker collaboration, y'all. This is so long ago. So find your highlight that's not too bright and get a highlight palette, or go and, you know, go to the store and find out which one goes best with your skin tone. This is the Morphe Time Jaclyn Hill brush. This is JH16. I take this highlight and I go right here above that blush. Now I go right here, right above that blush, right here by my eyes. Okay? And we're going to take, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this highlight and we're going to go right here like this. Just bring it down. So when I turn, boom, you see the highlight. Right, it's up here at top, right above that blush. And we're going to go right here, bring this around. And now my under eye, my brow bone is highlighted. And you see I'm highlighted. Now I take a little bit of what's left on this brush and I go right here at the top of tip of my nose. And then I bring it up. Right where I had that, whatever that's left, I don't add any more. I just put whatever's left and I go up. Now I've accentuated my nose. Now before we finish, I use the Eyebrow Top Coat I Envy. This is what it looks like. You can get this from the beauty supply store. I can put this on my Amazon front as well. This is what I use to set my brows. Now you guys see my brows now. Do you see my brows? They look nice, they're brown, they look good. But watch how this gives it a light sheen. Watch how it wakes up this brow. And when I tell you this brow would not move, it would not move. Now you see how, look, it looks dull. Now look at it. And this would not move. And it's around like this. And I like it because I brush it on. Because I don't have brows to take a brushes. I don't have brows to take a spoolie and brush this product through. But this Fingernail Polish brush, all day. And I like this because this is very travel friendly. I purchased other ones and I promise you it opens up every time. This one I haven't had any issues with that. Now my face is done. This is your nice, natural, simple look. And you guys can't even tell the difference between the foundation and the powder. Now my face is done. Now let's say I want this to last all day. One size. This is One Size On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. Love this stuff. If you like, some people use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Some people love the Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Airbrush. This is her Airbrush. I'm sorry y'all, because I have been using this. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night. So you guys, listen, when I say I love makeup, you're gonna love it. So we're gonna shake this up. Do not go crazy with this, because if you do a lot with this, it gives you a powdered look. You just need to do a little bit. I do one side at a time. 1, 2, middle. There we go. Because I didn't feel anything, I just felt air. That's it. My face is done, right? This is it. Now let's say you just like this look, you're good with this look. This look is very beautiful, you like it, it's pretty, it's simple, it's not over the top, you good with it, you love it. That's it. Now let's say you want to do the most. Let's say you want to amp this up to go out. You're like, look, I want to go out. I want to go out. I want to go out and hang out with my friends, and I want to, you know, look like I did something. My face already look like it's done, but how do I really bring this look out? Let me help you. Take a very small brush. Like, you could get any type of brush. You get a brush like this. This is the one I like the most. This is the Jaclyn. I know you guys like, girl, her brushes are fire, you guys. This is the Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush. Is that right? Yep. So I take that highlight, whatever highlight you like to use, and this is for your inner corner. See this brush? It's to put product into your tear duct. Listen, every video, a video is in a video. So let's take this here and go right here and just open up our eyes with this highlight. See that? And we're good. So now we got a little bit of now I'm making up. Next, we're going to use a red lip liner. I went and got one from the beauty supply store. This is by Kiss. This is in the shade Bright Red. I'm just going to line our lips. Oh, this is nice. I like the way this feels. It's my first time using it, but I like the way this feels. It goes on really nice. You guys see that? Ooh, okay, Kiss. So then we're going to take a red lipstick. I will give you 3 scenarios of a red lipstick. Let me change out my battery. Alright guys, I'm back. So let's amp up this look with a red lip. You could do it with a nice pink lip. You could do it with a bold lip, a dark lip, a berry lip, depending on the season. But red lips will amp it up. Now I have a lot of red lipsticks, but there's one that's like a holy grail for me. Something that I know for a fact that I'll stand by. I always rave about it. I always recommend it. I do have other red lipsticks that I have right here in my right in front of me that I could tell you guys about. But if you have a red lipstick that lasts all day, or whatever that you like, if you like a glossy red lip, it's up to you. You get drugstore, high-end, whatever the case may be, but a red lip would make this pop. Now the one that I use all the time is Sephora 01 Red. I like this because it's inexpensive. It goes on, it's bomb, it looks good. Baby, when I tell you this is a bomb red lip, this is a bomb red lip. This is another bomb red lip. This is by Fenty Beauty, and this is in the shade Uncensored. This is an oldie but goldie, but you guys, this stays all day too. Be careful with this because this comes out very liquidy, but the pigmentation is there. The next one is by Gwen Stefani. Her, I guess, is GXVE line. This is in the shade Original Recipe, and this right here is, or I'm Still Here. This is bomb, and this is what it looks like. And then the last one I have is from Makeup Forever. This is the Rouge Artist Forever Matte Red Lipstick, and this is in the shade Constantly on Fire 402. So let me swatch all of these for you guys. So this is Sephora 01 Red. It's only, I mean, this is like at the bottom. This is 01 Red. This is Fenty Beauty. This is Uncensored. You guys are going to see how it comes out. It's very liquidy. That's fire. The next one is Gwen Stefani. This is her one, and this is again in Original Recipe. And then we have the Constantly on Fire by Makeup Forever. This is new as well. I'm gonna be careful with this. The applicator on this is really big. And here's what they look like. They all look the same. They all dry down matte. You guys can see it's already drying down, but look at these colors. You guys can see. Okay, so let's just use the Makeup Forever because it's already open, and I like the applicator because it's really wide. So I'm going to put some here. One swipe. Now me, I'll take a little bit because I see a little bit where I missed it. I just got here on top. Did you see that? That is so pretty. So we're gonna let this dry down matte so you guys can see. Now, while this is drying down, this amped up the look to 100. This is what I'm talking about when I say amp up your look. It doesn't matter if you use a powder foundation, a liquid foundation, but as long as your base, to me, a base is your foundation. Your foundation, listen, your foundation is your base. The powder and the concealer, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. Your foundation and your concealer, once you get that down pat, get your right shade, get the subtle highlight, or however you want to highlight, it's up to you, and get something that's the same skin tone as your skin and a highlighter, you're good. Because everything else will fall in place. There's nothing more off when you put on foundation and it doesn't match, or your concealer is extremely bright where you can see a difference. And sometimes I get that, like depending on me using my camera or my phone, you would get that look. But you guys, do you see how this red lip opened up this entire makeup look? This made this wake up like, girl, what? Now if I curl my hair, put on a nice outfit, you'll be like, girl, okay. Because a red lip will, listen, when I put on red lips, every time I went to an interview, I always had on Sephora 01 red. When I tell you, I always get compliments about me wearing red lips. It doesn't matter. Every time I wear red lips, they're like, girl. It's like my face, I could look tired or whatever, but I put on a red lip, I get the most compliments, and I could just have a simple look like this. My eyeshadows, I probably don't even feel like doing eyeshadow look. But the red lips get the most compliments. People look at my makeup like I beat my face to the gods just because of a red lip. Y'all, we focus on this face, so let me come in closer so we can see that. Okay, now let's get a look up these lips. You guys, this is so pretty because it's simple. The lashes are over the top. The makeup isn't over the top. There, I don't have on any shadow. The lips bring out the entire look. The inner corner makes your eyes pop. And even with the powder, I mean the liquid foundation, that Black Beauty blender blended it out so it can still give you a nice natural look. And this is why it's so important to use a foundation or powder that's the same color as your skin tone. My hands are darker than my face because of course I used to get so many IVs and stuff, so please ignore the hands. But look, I still get the same look even with the powder from Rihanna. And her, like, you guys, hopefully this helped you guys out. This is so fun. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I will leave everything down below, and I will add those other two products. Let me put it right here so I remember, because you know I'm older. I'm an older but goldie over here. So let me make sure I link these other products over here so that you guys can find those products on my Amazon storefront. So make sure I put that there. And there you go, guys. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you guys for spending your life with me. I appreciate you so very much. Hopefully this helps you guys out. You know, go back and watch it. I'll definitely leave everything down below. And I appreciate you so very much. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on another video. Bye.
You depend on my weakness. satisfying you. I